Welcome to the Wealth Fluent series, your guide to mastering your financial future with cutting edge tools and clear insights. I'm David Kon, founder and CEO of Wealth Fluent, the financial decision making platform. Today, I'm joined by our chairman, Stanley Kon, PhD, whose expertise powers our mission to empower everyone to take control of their financial future. Stan, great to have you.
Thanks, David. Ready to dive in?
Wealth Fluent simplifies the complexity of managing your finances, driven by your unique situation, lifetime goals, savings, and today's market conditions. Today, we're tackling a common rule of thumb. You will be in a lower tax bracket in retirement. We will break down why this is not always the case, address concerns about taxes in retirement, and show how Wealth Fluence tools can help you build and manage a personalized lifetime wealth portfolio. Let's get started. Stan, why do people believe they'll be in a lower tax bracket in retirement?
It really comes from early 20th century economic patterns. Retirement used to mean a big drop in income from a salary to fixed sources like Social Security or pensions with no tax deferred options. Lower taxable income means lower federal tax brackets, reducing their tax liability in retirement. But now, wealth accumulation or savings for retirement can have income that is higher than a previous salary. Statements about retirement in isolation misses all the trade-offs between spending, savings, goals, and expected wealth versus risk investment strategies that will determine your standard of living throughout your lifetime. Families purchase a house with a mortgage to have a higher standard of living now by foregoing future spending. They will also use tax-deferred accounts to give up current spending to have more available in the future. The fact that both are available at the same time provides flexibility through our tax system to determine our most preferred pattern of standard of living over our lifetime.
Let's get to why this rule of thumb doesn't always work. What's changed now?
Well, three big factors: required minimum distributions, Social Security, and pensions are taxable income that determine a tax bracket. RMDs, which start at 72, force individuals from tax-deferred accounts taxed as ordinary income. Social Security benefits can be taxable, and taxable income from pensions and investments like interest, dividends, or capital gains adds up. Together, these can push you into a higher tax bracket than expected.
That raises the concern. Why and how do I avoid paying too much in taxes? Will this affect my retirement plan? How does Wealthfluent address this?
We focus on your lifetime financial picture. Looking only at retirement misses the trade-offs between spending, savings, and investment strategies that shape your standard of living over time.
Let's talk about those trade-offs. How should folks think about taxes across their lifetime?
Well, families aim to smooth their standard of living over time, often with some growth for investments. They'll use tax-deferred accounts to sacrifice current spending for more in the future. Our tax system incentivizes this approach.
And minimizing taxes legally is key to keeping more for spending and investing, right?
Yes, maximize tax-deferred accounts like IRAs, Ks, or 403bs to lower taxable income now and grow wealth tax-free until withdrawal. Use tax location. Place high dividend or high interest securities in tax-deferred accounts and low yield securities in taxable accounts. Tax loss harvesting is another tool. Sell securities at a loss for deductions, then buy similar securities to maintain your portfolio's risk-return profile.
What determines whether you're in a higher or lower tax bracket in retirement?
It mostly depends on your wealth accumulation before retirement. If your net worth at retirement can't support your spending, you're in decumulation, selling principal to live on. Negative market returns or high inflation can worsen this, risking running out of money even if you minimize taxes. But if your net worth supports multiples of your spending, you'll accumulate more wealth in retirement, potentially paying more taxes in retirement from RMDs and taxable investment income.
So, being in a higher tax bracket might mean you've built wealth, while a lower bracket could signal insufficient income.
Exactly. If you're managing wealth for your heirs, your investment horizon extends and your asset allocation might shift to a higher expected wealth versus risk strategy. Either way, minimizing taxes throughout your lifetime is crucial to a higher standard of living. Remember, a dollar today is worth more than a dollar in the future. For example, a later life conversion to a Roth IRA, where you pay taxes at conversion, assuming you will be in a higher tax bracket later, is an early exercise of an option than the value of keeping it alive, especially if your new Roth declines in value. That is equivalent to paying more total taxes than if the conversion was not done in the first place. Remember, options are worth more alive than dead.
So, what specific tax strategies should folks use in retirement?
Well, the first is before retirement. Maximize tax deferred account contributions during your working years for tax free growth. In retirement, only take RMDs after 72 and use charitable contributions from your IRA to count toward RMDs, reducing taxable income. For spending, draw from taxable brokerage accounts first, where you have already paid the taxes to get there. Also, capital gains taxes from there are lower than ordinary income rates. Strategic tax loss harvesting can further reduce capital gains taxes.
Well, we all don't want to pay any more in taxes. So, do you have any other retirement tax tips?
Yes, if you established a health savings accounts or medical expense withdrawals from tax deferred accounts can be deductible to offset the tax on the withdrawals. Real assets, like your primary home, offer capital gains exclusions, and rental properties provide depreciation deductions. Heirs may benefit from a step up in basis, avoiding capital gains or inheritance tax.
Great insights, Dr. Khan. The takeaway: don't assume you'll be in a lower tax bracket in retirement. RMDs, Social Security, pensions, and taxable investment income from wealth accumulation can increase your tax bracket. Minimize taxes across your lifetime with tax deferred accounts, tax location, and tax loss harvesting. WealthFluent's platform helps you tailor these strategies to your goals, the evolution of market outcomes, and future expectations throughout your lifetime.
It's all about keeping more of your wealth for yourself and your future.
Thanks, Dan. Visit wealthfluent.com to explore our tools and build your personalized plan. Subscribe to the WealthFluent series and join us next week for more financial clarity. And remember, stay wealth fluent.